everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to wish you all a beautiful, pleasant and wonderful morning on the Orientation Day program. So I hereby welcome each one of you who has taken out time to be a part of this orientation program. A warm welcome to everyone present here today as we embark on a new journey, the new session together. I extend a special welcome to all our students who have joined us and they seem to be very excited. Let's give them a big hand. Let's start with the day. It's a pleasure to have amongst us our Director Ma'am, Ms. Avinash Kaur, respected Principal Ma'am, Ms. Poonamjeet Kaur. I welcome you, Ma'am. And I extend a hearty welcome to the head of the junior wing, Ms. Sarika Sharma, our enrichment head, Ms. Sudeshna Sharma. And the warmest wishes for, and we welcome our parents, the guests of the day. We begin today's program with the lamp lighting ceremony. I request Director Ma'am, Principal Ma'am to do the honors. The first structure virtual parents are unique virtual parents. I take this opportunity to thank all the parents for trusting us with your child's education and having faith in Smart Wonders School. So thank you, dear parents. And it's a pleasure to have amongst us a set of parents who are so actively involved in their child's education and working as partners with the school. So I begin my presentation. So, meet the stalwarts of SWS, as you well aware, our Director Sir, Mr. Sandeep Singh, and Principal Ma'am, Ms. Poonamjeet Kaur, and we have amongst us our Director Ma'am, Ms. Avinash Kaur. Further, the academic heads, I am the primary years coordinator, and we have head junior wing, Ms. Sarika Sharma, to guide us all throughout. Thank you, ma'am, for being there. Further, as we talk about the vision of the school, of course, the holistic development of our students is the vision very clearly, and we offer challenges and opportunities not just for parents, of course, for the students and also for the parents and teachers to come together and learn. It's like a journey going on. Further, the motto of the school, of course, it guides us to make our students competent, confident and caring individuals, which covers all aspects of one's personality. Further, the curriculum of Smart Wonders School is dynamically aligned to the National Education Policy, and of course the motto and the vision is the driving force, and we want our children to be academically inquisitive, taking responsibility of their own learning while being compassionate individuals. And of course, we are going on the right path, as it was evident. Ma'am, the next slide. As we've got an award, Punjab Education Leadership Award 2024 for the Outstanding School category. What an achievement! Now, talking about the primary years, as parents, you must be inquisitive that children are moving from the foundation years to the primary years. So we ensure that all our children, they expand their intellectual capacities while being creative at the same time. So we provide such opportunities to our children so that they build very strong foundation, not just in literacy and numeracy, but in all areas, be it IT skills or creative fields. So the curriculum is quite balanced, as it will be just evident in the slides coming to on the screen. A day in primary years, it's an amalgam of scholastic and post-scholastic activities, very well put together to maintain a balance. So, talking about the morning assemblies, of course they are fostering unity, a sense of community, and reinforcing the school's values and promoting positive behavior. So you get to see some pictures following this slide. So we have regular morning assemblies being conducted on every Monday. So every class gets a chance to come on stage and perform on the topic that's already being planned for the whole year as per the theme. And we all join in for the assemblies, and of course the achievers, they are felicitated and recognized in the assembly. It's such a proud moment for all the children. Moving further, we have enrichment activities very well laid out. As you must be aware, you've all filled the forms and chosen the activities, and the purpose of these activities is to enhance different skills of the individuals. So it's rightly said that the future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in creative ways. So this is just a glimpse of some activities that were conducted last year. So be it Kathak or instrumental music, to Bhangra and theatre, and of course sports, cricket, we had table tennis last year, taekwondo, basketball, a number of activities, an array of activities to choose from, and of course they are very fruitful as far as developing children's skills are concerned. We also have house activities. As you must be aware, children will now be allocated different houses, and we have house activities for every Friday. So of course they develop opportunities to collaborate and work together. So this is just one activity, sandwich making activity, just a glimpse of what we did last year. Then we also have quizzes to inspire students to strive for excellence in different academic areas. So this is a math quiz going on in progress for the English spell bee, inter-house, craft activities, and different types of competitions to promote healthy competition while the children are learning. So this was on sustainability. As you all know, we had SDGs as the theme last year. Then workshops for students are planned from time to time to help in the personal development. And of course, we also recognize that, okay, now at this level, we are facing this problem. Why not have a workshop for the children to guide them, because they are growing up. And you know, the times are such that we need to keep counseling the children. So you'll just get to see some workshops in progress. We had a workshop on behavior management and healthy eating habits, a struggle for all the parents, I'm sure. So this also was conducted. And good touch, bad touch session to sensitize the children towards any inappropriate behavior. So this kind of workshops we keep planning with the children. And we also had, like you must have seen in the LCD also, we had an inter-school competition planned for the very good best schools of the Tri-City participated, that is SWS conference. And you get to see some glimpses. So this is class 4 performing on stage. So we also had different types of competitions were there, be it Hasya Kavita or art and craft. So our school performed very well. However, we remained non-competitive. Yes, we were on number 1, but we chose to pass on the trophy to the next best school. And we also had a grand extravaganza, that was the annual function, which was, we had it in the theatre, and children got a chance to display their theatrical skills as well as their music and dance, whatever they learned throughout the year, they got a chance to showcase, and it was an immense success. It's very close to my heart, I want you to all to clap. So the annual function, then we also have annual sports day. Each year we have an annual sports day, and we had it recently, like it was for foundation years also conducted, and even for the primary years, and magnificent display of sportsmanship. Children enjoyed thoroughly as they played, and so this was a flag run conducted. So sense of belongingness, be it the school, be it the house, we insist on that, and children really enjoy as they learn.
I think we enjoyed more.
Yes.
I did. It was too good.
It was. Now, at the same time, it's very important to teach the teacher. So, empowering the teachers who are day in, day out, they have their own challenges. And for that, I will just give the credit to Principal Ma'am, who keeps organizing and motivating us. She recognizes the challenge, that's what I mean, and then she gives us opportunities to meet different people and explore ourselves. It's very important to be self-aware at the same time when we are with the children. So a glimpse of some valuable sessions that we have this January. So these are quite recent. Now goals for 2024-25. So we are talking about skills this year. Ma'am, next slide. So today's learner has to, the expectation is to be an all-rounder. All skills need to be it leadership, be it environment consciousness, be it adaptability, resilience. So all skills are the focus this year, and hence this is reflected in our calendar for this year. Ma'am, next slide. So 21st century skills, quite talk of the town, I would say, but that is the need of the hour. So keeping that in mind, we designed the calendar, putting all the relevant skills that we will focus on so that our children get an opportunity, and even the teachers. So very focused approach, all the activities throughout the session will be planned around the skills. So this is a glimpse of all the activities you've already seen and filled the form. So on Wednesdays we have given some options, while on Thursdays, ma'am, the next slide. Yes. So we are trying to give an area of activities to the children so that they can choose, they can find out what their passion is. It's very important to expose the children to different types of activities so that they choose, they kind of identify. So from this year, we have house system starting for class 3. So we have 4 houses, aspen, cedar, oak and maple. 4 houses are there, and the colors also are well defined. So we have house activities every Friday, I have just told you that, and house t-shirt, and of course the uniform has to be worn accordingly on every Friday. Talking about assessments. Paper se dar lagta hai hame? Test se. But we believe in that assessments are a crucial part of teaching learning, because it's not just to evaluate the child, we are also evaluating ourselves. Where have we reached? What should be the goal in the next, maybe the month or week. So assessments are continuous assessments, and we don't have to be scared of assessments at all, because the kind of support we plan for each child, it is truly amazing, and you'll experience it. So we have continuous assessments, and just the terminology you should be familiar with. We have periodic assessments, that is, we call it PA, that is for 25 marks, and the date sheet is spread across months, like April, May. We just start towards the end of April or the first week of May, and we give ample time to the children to get settled and be used to the exam system, and teachers will also support them. So 25 marks assessment, a well-defined date sheet will be shared with you and the detailed syllabus and everything. Yes, and we have planned these assessments on Tuesdays. So we'll share the date sheet and you'll come to know. Now, ma'am, previous slide. So after that, we have half-yearly exams for the children, 60 marks exam, 2-hour exam. So to prepare them for further exams, so this is just the beginning and children get used to, because once they appear for the periodic assessments, they are more or less they are prepared, and the first time of course we understand, so we give them a lot of revision and practice. And similarly we have another round of periodic assessments in the second term, that's after September, and then we have the final exams. Next slide, ma'am. And internal assessments are happening all the time in the classes while the teaching is taking place. So subject enrichment activities, like if you can read some hands-on activities, quizzes, class discussion, homework assignments, notebook maintenance. All this is also assessed as internal assessment, and all these marks are put together in the report card, and that makes it 100 marks report card. You have any queries, you can always meet individually for me to explain you better. So this is how we assess the child. So it is not that one odd exam didn't go right. So it is a continuous process. Then we have remedial classes for the children who don't fare well in the academic areas. So the teachers start identifying if there are any learning gaps, any child who requires extra help or class, so they are identified, and we start these remedial classes from the month of July on Saturdays, and we request the parents to be cooperative. If we have identified a child, it is a joint effort and we require parents' support so that these classes are fruitful. So we have a number of committees working, we have functional active committees in school to make the school run in an efficient way, and all areas, so that all areas are looked at very critically. So we have right from timetable committee, examination committee, staff grievance and welfare committee, then advocacy committee, and a number of them, as you can see. Next slide, ma'am. Guidelines for the parents for session 2024-25. This is going to be heavy, so I'm passing the baton to Sarika ma'am. Please take the parents through. Thank you so much, parents.
Hi, ma'am. And so always the hard buck comes to the principal, and of course I'm sharing a little of it because it's just about maintaining a system of keeping discipline in school. And that's how we just quickly, I will run through the, so it's just a reinforcement. Already the kids have been coming to school. There are just few changes that I'll update so that we'll not go too much into the details. So the major change is the timings. Your child will be coming to school at 8 only, but will be staying with us, and the parent pickup is at 2:50. So of course, the buses, they start off early because the children are dispersed, the bus children are dispersed earlier as they have to travel, and then 2:50, the parents pickup is from the front lawn as it goes for the foundation years. Our session starts from yes. So the first day, 3rd of April, and I think from the first day to the last day of the session, we expect every child to be coming to school on time. So the time that's mentioned is school gates will close at 8:05. So the time is 8. 8 doesn't mean that after 8 we start coming. It's that we are reaching school before 8. So generally we tend to, that's like, we call it the Indian Standard Time. So it's 7:55, we expect the child to be in school because 8 o'clock the teacher starts taking the attendance. So we understand that's late only. If the teacher is already taking the attendance, we are late if we drop our child at 8 at the school gates. Because then he'll have to rush, he'll have to run to the class, he'll become, a little anxious and maybe a little disturbed if the teacher's going to question or something. So they've already formed a practice. It's now just about reinforcing and ensuring that as parents, you drop them at the school gate on time. This year and last year, of course, in between we kept giving concessions, but now that they formed, they are now almost, so in the primary I would say the senior wing, so we expect them to be absolutely in time, because after the attendance we have a lot of activities that are planned. Every day our child leaves the class in the morning, so after we have a maybe something planned for them. So it's imperative that they should be in the classrooms before we ensure that the child is leaving the class for certain activities. Here, when the child makes it a habit to come late, then the whole school working gets disturbed. Without saying, the school uniform needs to be proper, prim, neat, and every day they need to follow, like ma'am said. So the change is that every Friday now they will be wearing their house t-shirts and coming to school. On Fridays they will wear their house t-shirts, but the shoes remain the same for all, because we have the formal black shoes only. The details are all there in the school almanac. Let's move, ma'am. So without saying, I think you've already been in the school system. All mess circulars that come from the school are supposed to be read incomplete, understood, and then whatever is the needful needs to be done from your end, because they are just the guidelines for your child. So they must be read thoroughly and the instructions followed. Now from this year we are making it a point that most of your communications should come through SchoolPad. So we are insisting that SchoolPad is the app that the school is using, and that is a platform where you can reach the school immediately. So in case of the student giving the leave, any information that goes from the school SchoolPad must be active, and your app will get activated today itself. So please log into your SchoolPad so that any information that the school wants you to receive is received immediately. From today itself, I think by the time you leave the venue, your SchoolPad app will be active. In case you have any queries, the school office people are there to assist you. So please get that done. That's very, very important. There are 2 pages, I think by now you are aware, which carry the personal information of the child and also some details that are very important for us in school. So for you it may be a few columns you leave out. For example, the father mentions the name, the occupation is not there. The occupation is there, the emergency contact number is not there. Ensure that every column is filled and sent the first day itself. The school website gives you a sneak peek into the entire school's working policies, whatever we plan here, whatever we are doing. So once in a while, make it a point to visit the school website, because whatever events, whatever competitions, whatever accolades are being, we are getting, we ensure that everything is put on the website so that parents and the people outside can see what's happening in school. So it would be a good, I would say, exercise to get to know that other than what your child is doing in school, what's happening around the school with and what is the perspective, like where we are progressing for other classes, maybe when your child will move on to the other senior classes. You're receiving our school newsletters every month. So they give you a lot of information, lot of updates on what happened during the past month and anything that happens, any accolades, any honors, the children are being, so the pictures are being updated, whatever happens across the school. So you will get to know exactly the whole information and sneak peek into the school working. So the same practice of sharing the monthly note will continue, and on the first day of the month, like, you receive a monthly note which gives you a comprehensive idea of what exactly will be done academically. So every subject that will go, and also the activities that will be conducted, any festivities or events that we have lined up, the holidays are also being shared with you, so that you can plan your month and also allow your child to be present in all days when he is required to be there. Because there are sometimes when we actually take away the child, and that may be a very important day for him or her in school. So kindly take that monthly note to be a very religious document for you to plan out the whole month. So we have 4 occasions during the year where we formally invite you to school to meet us, and other than that, you're free to come and meet us. Of course, principal ma'am anytime, the coordinators and the head, you can take an appointment, and the educators on Saturdays. Ma'am, can we just move to the previous? So the formal 4 PTMs you all have been attending, but the only request that I have to make here is that whenever we share, so that's an exercise I need to explain, that we share a feedback form with the parents. Now don't take that as something which is to be taken lightly, or an exercise where the school is just bothering you or troubling you. It's an exercise where the feedback is collated, the policies are framed, and the decisions to carry on with certain, the policies and all are actually taken in school. So you have certain parameters. You all have been filling those PTM feedbacks. You know it's very comprehensive. It says about the academics, it says about the activities, about the transport, the cleanliness. Whenever you give that feedback, so it comes, earlier it was in the Google Forms, now it comes through the school pad. Once you send your feedback, every person's feedback is utmost important, because that adds to the every bit that we collate. So the entire percentage is then taken out, and on the basis of the feedback, for example, I'll tell you, few parents have written that the English educator did not perform or did not carry on the concept clarity well. So when a number of, so every person will count. Now when we have a percentage which is more than 5%, we take it into consideration, and after 10% it becomes a little grave. That percentage is then actually seen as to which was that educator, what went wrong, and now how do we need to rectify. So why I am explaining this is because once you understand that what happens consequently when you give the feedback, then probably you will understand that we are not just bothering you, we are actually asking for your keen and honest feedback. So it could be for the academics, it could be for the activities, it could be for the working of the school. Any remark that you send is taken up individually. After all that percentage is collated, the stakeholders, the management, we sit, we discuss, and we form policies. So please, I expect that from this year, the teachers will not have to actually keep requesting you to fill the feedback form. It will be done automatically. That I think now you understood better. So we expect children to have 100% attendance, but yes, sometimes maybe due to certain reasons. So the minimum that needs to be maintained is the 75%. And like we just shared, so from this year the children will be also taking the formal assessments. So it is a must that these children should be attending the school. Otherwise, even one day that they miss out from school is actually going to cost them a lot. So now that they are growing up, we need to ensure that we curtail with our, taking leaves often on any and every pretext, and let them allow to come to school almost on a daily basis. I think we've tried to come to this, and for this I really want to thank all the parents, because as requested during the last orientation, you all have cooperated, and this time we didn't have to actually cut a sorry figure for any parent, because most of you sent 2 candies which were shared on your child's birthday. So for that, thank you so much, and let's continue with the same practice. We want the birthday celebrations in school to be simple, and maybe a birthday bash in the evening. And for that, whenever the child comes with the candy, I always instigate also. So you can have a big party at home. I think we've all had schoolings. We understand that jewelry, nail paints, all these are distractors for the children. So we should avoid any kind of such practices, especially with the girls. But these days with a lot of boys also, one insisting on wearing something, So all such distractors should be avoided. In fact, here I would say even fancy stationery, bags, fancy water bottles, and your tiffin boxes, because they just actually are distractors when they start discussing where you got it, and then there's a pressure on the other parent that you please give me because the other one has got. So just avoid that. By now I think your children must have formed the habit of having fruit break and a little healthy tiffin. So we'll continue with that practice hence also. I think I don't need to explain, because this is the first thing that the children understand very well. And as parents, the only request is just don't keep calling as and when to the concerned person in the canteen for giving your food items to your child. You must purchase the coupons beforehand and send that coupon with your child, and we'll ensure that whatever you have ordered will be given to your child. So we are not going to entertain any request on the phone. So just try to avoid, plan a little better. Swimming, last year children have had lots of fun swimming. We want that to continue much earlier. So we are starting the swimming this year from the 15th of April. Please continue the practice of carrying iCards whenever you are coming to pick your child from school. If there is any guardian, the ID card needs to be with that guardian who comes to pick. And of course, ID card is a part of the school uniform. So children must wear it to school every day. Yes. So the YouTube is the good part. What you should do is that you should feel proud that whatever you do in school, that is there in the YouTube also. Yes. So you have a YouTube channel and you can be there on the YouTube. So whatever events we have in school, you can just, they are uploaded and you can watch them on the YouTube. Yeah, you can go home and watch that. So we all know we are in the era of the social media. So it's, I think, a good practice when we actually encourage the efforts made by the school to bring a lot of learning and joyful learning, I would say. So here we expect a little from you, that you can at least give us a like, share and Google reviews. So I think again, I would say that to be partners, a little pinch has to be felt. So if that is the way you take it, otherwise I would put it positively, that your positive feedback and comments through the Google reviews just encourages us, motivates us to move ahead and do something more that would make you and your child feel fulfilled and happy. So Google reviews, don't take them as being homework for you. They are just a pleasure that if you have good feelings, you must do it. So once again, we look forward to again a fruitful year where we all collaborate, we move ahead with lots of learning and goodwill for each other. So with that, I think we've come to the end of the session, but I think it goes that I would just want Principal Ma'am to endorse and give you certain, I think, tips. There was a very beautiful Google review that came from one of the parents. They said that the orientations are good, the events are good, but we always feel that the highlight of any event that they've been attending in the last year has been when ma'am always gives one parenting tip during that session, and they have been actually taking it. And I think as parents of this age group, you need loads and loads of them. So be happy, and I request Principal Ma'am to kindly address.
Good morning, everyone. So lovely to see such wonderful faces, though a lot of them are hidden. Why is that? You know, when the teachers come here for a workshop, we have the backbenchers. And I of course know the backbenchers are the smartest. That's why they're sitting at the back. Yes? So that they can have their little, time to themselves also. But if you can hear me, I'm okay. And we always tell the children, you keep telling us, हमारे बच्चे को सबसे आगे बिठाना, आप पीछे मत बिठाना, side पे मत बिठाना. But we always kind of sit on the side. So thank you so much, Payal ma'am. That was a beautiful, presentation and very well curated. And thank you, Sarika ma'am. All the rules and regulations, nothing is new. In fact, I was surprised. Ma'am ने कहा कुछ नई चीजें, rules कोई नए नहीं हैं. They're all there. So yeah. So the timing has been changed, but the coming timing, which is the pain, right? So it's that which is difficult. वापस जाने में क्या है? The moms are happy we get longer, to do whatever we want to. हमारा घर का काम भी खत्म हो जाता है, right? Then we finish our cooking in peace, and we might, make that trip to the parlor that is much needed. So we are happy. So why it is 120 to, so 250 is that very clearly you can see that ma'am has told you about the PA. Right? So PA is on Tuesdays. Then every Monday is going to be the assembly. So we have something called the zero period, which is for 1 hour. Every morning from 8 to 9, the children are going to be engaged in something other than their studies. That's called the 0 hour. Sorry, 9 to 10. Thank you, ma'am, for correcting. So they have their first period, and from 9 to 10 they have their zero period, wherein on Mondays they have their assemblies, on Tuesdays they have their PAs, on Wednesdays and Thursdays they have their enrichment activity, on Fridays they have their house activities. Are we clear? So that is why there is this 1 hour extension. It is not a waste of time, it is not extra classes. These are activities for the overall development of the children. These are all part of the curriculum. We call professionals, by the way, from outside to take these enrichment clubs. And all of them take by the hour. Some of them are taking 3,000 by the hour, some of them are taking 2,000 by the hour. So depending on their experience, they are taking by the hour, and we don't charge you anything more for that because that is part of our plan. Right? So enrichment twice a week for the children from class 3 onwards, 3 to 9. In 10th, we stop it because the children have done as much as they need to, and then in class 10th, we concentrate on our boards. So that's the plan. You can see that every wing, every class and every section we look at what do the children need, not what we want, not what you want. What do the children need during those years to do the best, to learn the maximum skills, to learn the maximum concepts. So 3 to 5 is where they really need to discover their passion. They don't know. One day the child says, I want to be a cricketer. The next day the child says, I want to play the guitar. So the best part is in this school, your child is not only getting to have an art period, a music period, a dance period, and the sports periods, but besides that, over and above, they also get to have 2 activities. So as you saw on Wednesdays are the sporty activities, physical activities, right? There was taekwondo, there was cricket, there was basketball, football, cricket, and I think chess maybe, all the sports. And the next day are the performing arts and the literary activities. There is I think there was theatre, there was music, there was Western dance, there's Punjabi dance, whatever. No school, yes bache? Which dance? Fusion dance, wonderful. Give that child a big round of applause. That means we have seen it, yes. So fusion, why? Because we all do fusion dance. I would hardly find anyone, in my goal this year is to relearn how to jive. When I was younger, I'd learned. So most of the people are not into pure dancing anymore, right? Whether it's a salsa or a jive or a Kathak or a Bharatnatyam, I think we use all the steps to do a Bollywood and a Hollywood mixture. So that's fusion. So we have created that. So your children will get to do all this for 1 hour in the morning, right? Which also includes sports. And then, of course, we have the Friday activities. So what are the Friday activities for? Your children, you know that we all also had the houses, whichever school we were in. So the house system starts in Smart Wonders, as ma'am said, from class 3 onwards. So the children get a sense of belonging. So there is the class, there is the section, there is the wing, but the belonging to the house and having house activities, inter-house competitions, right? And these are again sports, they are performing arts, they are quizzes, so inter-house. So first the children get selected, we have the deputy headmistresses, the deputy mistresses, house mistresses in the junior wing. So they are people to look after their house children and ensure that they get promoted. This will also lead to leadership, because when the children are showing leadership skills, they are performing or they are taking on additional responsibilities for their house. Ma'am, I'll make the list. Ma'am, I will get the children. Ma'am, I will do this. So where they are taking on responsibilities, they then become a part of the council. So the children who are into leadership can start looking at it from now onwards. In class 5th, they become part of the student council. Yes? And that class 5th onwards. So again I will tell you, it doesn't matter that the child was or was not a student council member in class 5th. Again we have the choices in class 8 and then 9th and then 10th. This must be the only school where in class 9th, if you were the deputy head boy or deputy head girl, it doesn't automatically mean that you will become the head boy or the head girl. We re-evaluate everything. Every child is given a chance to improve, or if I had a designation but I did nothing about it, then somebody else needs to be given the chance. So we actually walk the talk the way I'm walking. Yes? So we believe in walking the talk. If we say we are looking at holistic development of the children, we actually do it. So it's not just about academics. The concepts, yes, are there. So even in the concepts, even in academics, we're not talking about rote learning at all. I'm sure that you've already experienced it in class 2. We don't need the children to learn anything by heart. It's about understanding. Understand the concept and then apply it. Why? Because learning it will not help, since the child will forget it in the next year. and every concept. So concepts continue. Concepts are built on each other. What is taught in class 3 in math or science, EVS, is going to be used in the next classes. In languages, we talk about the skills, right? LSRW and T. So by class 3, we are looking at T also. So listening, speaking, reading, writing and thinking. It's not just about LSRW, it is about LSRWT. Because if the child is not going to think in whichever language you are expecting him to speak or write, then the child will get the grammar wrong. अगर मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगी या हिंदी में लिखूंगी, तो मैं अगर इंग्लिश में उसको सोचूंगी, तो जब मैं ट्रांसलेट करूंगी तो मेरा की का एंड चीचा हो जाएगा, right? So we have to be very careful that whatever we think, we should be thinking in that language, whether it's Punjabi, whether it is Hindi or it is English. So that's called LSRWT. That is how we teach all the languages. Punjabi, Hindi, French and English. So from class 4th onwards, so next year the children can be very, very excited. They will be getting the choice of their third language. So you will get to choose between, so you will get the chance to learn French, and of course Punjabi is there in our school from class 1 onwards. I think all of you are doing it. So you already have the third language, but you will also get the option of learning French also from class 4th onwards, alright? And of course, when we talk about the children's sports, so children, do you like sports?
Yes.
Do you like games or do you like athletics? What do you like?
Athletics.
Athletics, wonderful. So we will be having a sports day where we will be having, flat races, fun races. That was beautiful. As you saw the pictures, we have it every year. But the best part is that, I think ma'ams have left it for me, we are starting a new sports program, a very structured sports program from class 3 onwards. And we are partnering with, not only a national but their international level sports program called Shazam. So they are going to be teaching the children the skills of 3 games in a year. And all the sports periods henceforth are going to be as structured as your math or science or English periods. So there is going to be a lesson plan. Yes, Sandeep?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready, girl? Oh, that's not ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's better. Stand. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. So that's our sports teacher. Can we get a round of applause for Sandeep sir and Gurman, because they are going to take this program forward. So believe me, we did not get the Outstanding School Award just for anything. It was for our academics and our sports. So we are going to give a tough fight to YPS. I do not want anyone to say, oh, we are going to YPS because of sports. By the way, these 2 schools got that award. YPS got it, Mohali, and we got it. So we must have got it for a reason. Yes? So believe me, we are not leaving any stone unturned to ensure that our children get the best education here at Smart Wonder School. Our infrastructure is amazing. Our teachers are amazing. Let's give them a big round of applause. And like ma'am said, that I can guarantee you, not another school in the whole of India, forget about the Tri-City, gets so much of capacity building done in the school and from outsiders. So for that, I want to thank Avinash ma'am and Sandeep sir. No management spends this much of money on capacity building of teachers. I am aware of it. I worked in multiple schools. CBSE trainings, they charge per day 700 rupees. Every school.
Parents, and we need your support for this. We can't do it alone, so we need your support.
and we have the most supporting set of parents. I have never heard a single complaint, and the best part is I think it's a two-way traffic. Yes, so they have the right to walk into my office and we discuss everything, because we believe that issues are to resolve, not to create into problems, or because the children should not be affected. So whatever your issue or your need is, don't let it affect the children. You just directly talk to the right person, communicate to the class teacher or subject teacher. If you're still not satisfied, talk to Payal ma'am. Now she is the coordinator of the primary years. Earlier you were talking to Maneen ma'am. Now you should know Payal ma'am. Come again if you have not recognized her. That's Payal ma'am. She's the coordinator of the primary years 3 to 5. So you will be dealing with her directly for the next 3 years. Yes? भूलना नहीं, यही चेहरा है जो आपकी problems को solve करेगा. Yes? Thank you, Payal. And then of course there is Sarika ma'am. See, I'm reintroducing as if they're coming here for the first time. So Sarika ma'am is going to take away all the problems from my head, because she's the head of the junior wing.
So, revision is very important.
Revision
is very important.
Yes. Revision. Oh, very good, ma'am. Give her a big round of applause. Because revise her. We can't. Yes. So don't forget, Sarika ma'am. You don't need to come to me. You just need to go to them. If it still does not happen, then come to me. If there's something which is still irking you, still you feel nahi aise bhi ho sakta tha, or please come to me with your suggestions, with new ideas, with what you are seeing somewhere or hearing somewhere that you want incorporated in your school. Because we are very open to suggestions, we want to improve. There is nothing called perfection. It's all a work in progress, and you are our partners. So I would urge you to come speak to us so that we can improve. I would also like to take this opportunity to introduce Sudeshna ma'am, who is the enrichment head. So all the enrichment activities, all the assemblies, all the Friday activities, all the quizzes, all the annual shows and this, that, trips. So the children will be going on the day trips, they will have a lot of fun. Ma'am will be organizing everything. So you have a problem with the sports? Sports HOD, Sandeep sir is there, or ma'am is there. You have a problem with the dance or the music, which you couldn't possibly. Jaideep sir is there, he's the HOD activities, right? So all the activity teachers are reporting to her, and both the HODs are reporting to ma'am. The amount of layering that we have in this school to ensure that everything is in order. Believe me, it's not there in any school. I have seen so many schools. I can vouch for it that from the day I joined this school, or from the day he joined actually, right? I was here before him. So, from the day he joined, what I wanted in music, it's happening. The children's diction, the children's pronunciation, the children's taking the tone and what is that called? The range. The range. Sometimes the children give me goosebumps the way they sing. So as your children move forward, Aditi ma'am under sir, that's your music teacher, along with him, amazing music for the children. And music is like, the best thing that can happen to children. It heals us. So thank you so much, Sir Jaideep sir, because we need to have a lot of music in our life. Dance, art, sports, marks aa jayenge. Maths, English, EVS, everything will happen. Every school does it. But all this over and above that is what creates that confident, competent and caring personality that we are looking at, right? So my advice to you is, let your children be. Let them be children. You be the adults in the house. Keep your phones to yourself. Don't give it to them to get that peace. Because when you give that phone to them for your peace, you are destroying their peace. Yes? The children don't need a phone. I didn't have a phone till I was in college. I turned out quite okay. No? Yes? Am I okay? Am I good?
Very good.
Wonderful. So the children don't need a phone. And let me tell you, we do not send anything on the phone. If your children are smart enough right now in class 3 to tell you, Mama, homework aata hai, Mama, humko koi assignment diya hai, sorry, it's all there on the school pad. The school pad has the children's attendance, their homework, their assignments, the monthly notes, their pictures. You can pay the fees on it. I hope you know that. So please download it ASAP and keep your phones with you. And the less number of phones you have in your house, the better. They are the means of communication, that's it. And the best way of communication is face to face. I have seen so many families sitting at restaurants. I don't know why they went out and wasted so much of money. They could have sat at their own dining table with their phones. So they're all busy on their phones or clicking pictures of their food and sharing with friends who don't really care what you're eating. They're not interested what you're eating. You're just making yourself happy. Nobody else is happy. And they like it because they know they also are going to share a picture which you will have to like. Yes? So forget about that. If you want to follow something, follow the school. We are putting pictures of your children on the Facebook. We are putting photographs of what's happening in the school on the Instagram. We have a beautiful LinkedIn account. Raise your hands, all the ladies who have a LinkedIn account. Yippee! The rest of you, please make it right now. Go home and make your LinkedIn account. Whether you're working, whether you're professional or not, it doesn't matter. You need to have a LinkedIn account, right? Facebook is for friendship, or मैं ये कर रही हूँ, वो कर रही हूँ, मैं plants को ये दे रही हूँ, वो दे रही हूँ, that's it. But what are we doing? Even if you're doing a course, you're doing something, you're learning, you're planning to start a business. Anything, you have to put it on LinkedIn and follow the school LinkedIn account. We are putting everything that we are doing. Follow your principal. I'm also on LinkedIn. So all the fathers here or the grandfathers, who has a LinkedIn account? Not enough. Yes? So all of us need to have a LinkedIn account. You're professional, whether you have your own business or you're working for somebody else. Put your LinkedIn account. Yes? So follow the LinkedIn, follow the Instagram, because you can share it with your friends. Share these. But when you're out with your family, enjoy your family. Put your phones away. Right? Because that moment is never going to come back. And I would request, even when we have events, put your phones away. अब देखो आज कोई नहीं फोटो खींच रहा, पर जब बच्चे यहाँ पे होते हैं तो सब बच्चों को देखने की जगह फोन के थ्रू देख रहे होते हैं. You're creating a barrier between yourself and your child. The child wants to see the expression on your face, not the camera. And we have professionals taking the YouTube, the video and the photographs. Believe you me, your photographs are not better than what Sumit clicks. So let's give him a big round of applause. And of course Sandeep, he's our HOD sports and look what he's doing. We always multitask. There is no other school where we just jump and say, मैं कर लेता हूँ, ये कर लेती हूँ, वो कर लेता हूँ. Because, so what? We are all here for the loud children. There's only one word for me. We are all here for the children. We are not here for you. We are not here for the staff. Everybody, all of us, we are here for the children. The staff is for the children. Right? The parents are for the children. You're here for your children. We are here for our children. So, nothing is more important than the children, and believe me, if all of us think alike, I don't think there will be any problem. Yes? So, whenever you have any issue, please immediately discuss. We don't hide anything. We don't put anything under the carpet. Send us a mail. Call us at the reception. Do not send a message to my teachers, because they will not check your phones. The children leave at 2:50. The teachers leave at 3. When are they going to see your messages or read your, read the messages or take your calls? If they leave the children unattended, which is a big no. So do not send any messages. You want anything for your child, you want to connect, please call the reception. We have two amazing ladies sitting there. Go and say hi to them. Yes, meet them. One is Suneet and one is Shikha. Shruti, sorry. So she just joined. So SS, yes, SS. The SS team is at the reception. Yes, so Smart Wonder School has the team there at the reception. Call them. Call the school, and if you want, call me. They will immediately connect you to me. Unless I am in a meeting, I will take your call. Do not send any messages to the teachers. If they leave at 3, you can imagine that most probably they'll reach home at 4. Then they also have to have their families and everything. They can't attend to your personal calls. We don't want any messaging. We don't want WhatsApp. There's the school pad and there's the reception. That's your channel of communication, and of course the mails. We are giving you the school mail. No other school says हमको mail करो अपनी problems के साथ. Every school says don't give anything in writing. I am saying give it in writing, and you will get an answer in writing within 4 days with the solution. And if you're not satisfied, come to me. Alright? So, I think that much of gyan is more than enough for a day. Let's have tea, and thank you so much parents for trusting your children with us. And the cherry on the cake is we have a competition for all of you. So like ma'am said that, the parents said whatever. So these are Google reviews like ma'am said. We need appreciation, and let me give you a distinction. Feedback needs to be either in the Google form that we send you, the PTM feedback. That's why we're asking you, tell us every issue that you have, subject-wise, administrative-wise, anything. But Google review is not the platform where you say, I have this problem with the school, or the school is not doing this. Google will not do it for you, the school will do it for you. So please connect with the people. The Google review is okay if you give a 1-star or 2-star to a restaurant, which you most likely were not happy and not going to go there. Your child is going to be with us till the child finishes 12th. Yes, so we are going to be taking the school up very soon to 11th and 12th. So you don't want to give us a review on Google to say, oh, XYZ was not okay. Say it on our faces and we will solve it. The review should be anything that you like. So otherwise your child would not be with us if you don't like us. So if one little thing you didn't like, let's not put it on the review. Let's tell the concerned person, Payal ma'am, this happened to my child in the school. What are you doing about it? Yes? Principal, ma'am, this is what I need for my child. Please make sure that you incorporate it next year. We are open for that. So please give us the Google reviews, and that's a competition. So our next PTM, of course our first PTM always happens in May, as you all know already. So we continue with that, and click a picture with your child anywhere on the campus. Maybe it's something that you have liked till now, or something in the primary years, something that the child will start doing, or something that happened here. Give us a little write-up, be as creative as you want to, and we will select the winners and give you a gift during the May PTM. And of course, your name and your child's name will go into the newsletter as well as the website. So the newsletter for May will have the winners of the Google review. So the competition is being held in UKG to 2 also, 3 to 5 also, and 6 to 8 also, and 9 and 10 also. So I'm just using my economics degree to get the feedback and market the school. Yes? So don't blame me for it. After all, I've paid money for my economics degree. If I'm a master's in economics, kuch to karna chahiye humko. So that is the reason I'm doing this, and I know and I trust my parents to give a beautiful review. Let's praise our teachers, let's praise our school, and encourage others to do even better. If you say, oh, you guys are so good and I really liked it, we have to make sure we are very good at that. That's psychology, which I am doing now. So, believe me, we all are learning, and this is a school where we continue learning. Our teachers, our staff, the support staff, the admin staff, the principal, ma'am, and of course the children. Children also learn here. They just don't have fun, but they learn a lot. So thank you so much. It was lovely connecting with you.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
Kindly introduce class 3 teachers team.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we can introduce the teachers. Thank you, everyone.
Class 3 teachers, please come in front. Class 3 A class teacher. So we have Miss Neetu for class 3B. She's the class teacher. Please come. 3A class educator. We have Miss Kavneet. She's the English educator. Ma'am is taking maths. And we have 3C class educator Miss Gaganvi. And class 3D is Sapna Bali. So Gaganvi ma'am is looking after EVS and we have Sapna Bali for Hindi. So we are the class educators. You all can visit the classes on the first floor for submission of stationery and books. You don't have to submit, so the teachers will guide you accordingly. And please join us for a cup of tea before you all leave. Thank you.
Thank you.